Chosen one, stay alert. God is warning you about a woman who is. You did not arrive here by accident, and you must not turn away from this moment, because something deeply important is being placed before your spirit right now. There is a quiet warning being released over your life, and it carries a gentle but urgent tone that you need to receive with full attention. God is not trying to frighten you, but He is trying to protect you from something that could disturb your peace if ignored. This is about awareness, not fear, and about wisdom, not confusion. If you stay with these words until the end, you will understand why your heart has been feeling unsettled lately, and why your spirit has been sensing something that your mind could not fully explain. Type Amen if you believe. There is a woman connected to your path whose presence carries a weight that your spirit has already noticed, even if your thoughts tried to dismiss it. This is not about judging anyone or pushing anyone away in anger, but about recognizing what does not align with the peace that God is building inside you. Sometimes, people enter your life with hidden intentions, or they carry burdens that quietly spill into your journey. You have been feeling a slight tension, a small discomfort that comes and goes, and you tried to ignore it because your heart is kind and forgiving. But God is gently reminding you that discernment is also a form of love, and protecting your peace is part of your growth. There is a reason why your spirit becomes restless around certain conversations or certain moments with this person. It is not random, and it is not your imagination, because God often speaks through that inner knowing that cannot be explained in simple words. You are being guided to slow down, to observe, and to listen more closely to what your heart feels when you are around her presence. This is not about reacting quickly or making sudden decisions, but about staying alert and allowing clarity to grow naturally within you. God is shaping your awareness so that you do not walk blindly into something that could drain your energy or weaken your faith. Take a gentle moment to support this video by liking it and subscribing to this channel, because this small action helps this truth reach those who are quietly searching for guidance just like you. There is something about your journey that requires a higher level of awareness now, because you are stepping into a season where your peace matters more than ever before. You have grown stronger, wiser, and more connected to God, and not everything or everyone can go with you into this next chapter. This does not mean you are becoming distant or cold, but it means you are learning to choose what aligns with your spirit. The woman in this warning represents a situation where boundaries may be needed, even if your heart naturally wants to remain open to everyone. God is teaching you that love and wisdom must walk together, not separately. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There have been small signs that you may have overlooked, moments where something felt slightly off, but you chose to stay silent because you did not want to create conflict. Your peaceful nature is a gift, but it must not become a reason to ignore what your spirit is trying to show you. God is not asking you to confront or accuse, but to become aware and grounded in truth. Sometimes the most powerful response is quiet understanding and a gentle shift in how close you allow someone to come into your inner space. You are allowed to protect your peace without feeling guilty, and you are allowed to step back without explaining everything. This situation is also a reminder of how much God values you and your journey. He would not place this awareness in your heart if it did not matter deeply for your path ahead. You are not alone in figuring this out, because His presence is guiding every step you take, even when things feel uncertain. There is a quiet strength rising inside you, and it will help you make the right choices without fear or confusion. Trust that you are being led away from what could harm you and toward what will strengthen you. The truth is that not everyone who comes close to you is meant to stay close forever. Some people are part of a season, and others are meant to teach you something before you move forward. This woman represents a moment of learning, a moment where you recognize the difference between what feels right on the surface and what is truly right deep within your spirit. God is helping you see beyond appearances and understand the deeper energy that surrounds certain connections. This awareness will not only protect you now, but it will also shape how you choose relationships in the future. There is a reason why God is slowing things down around you. He is allowing you to observe instead of react, to understand instead of assume, and to feel instead of ignore. You are being trained in a deeper kind of awareness that goes beyond words and actions. It reaches into the unseen space where intentions and emotions quietly exist. This is where truth often reveals itself, and this is where your spirit begins to understand what your eyes cannot fully see. You are learning to trust that inner sense, even when everything on the outside seems normal. Type 777 if you trust Jesus. There may have been moments where this woman showed kindness, and your heart responded with warmth because you are naturally compassionate. That part of you is beautiful and must never be lost. But alongside that kindness, there have also been subtle inconsistencies, small things that did not fully align, and quiet feelings that something was not completely right. God is asking you to hold both truths at once, to see the good without ignoring the signs that require your attention. This balance is where wisdom begins to grow. People everywhere are suddenly talking about a strange 7-second CIA ritual, a brainwave technique that reportedly leaked from classified CIA research is now spreading across the world. Scientists say this short practice may activate a hidden prosperity center in the brain that most people never use. Thousands claim it has already helped them attract wealth, live their dream life, and enjoy luxury vacations they once thought were impossible. If you are seeing this now, consider yourself lucky because the page could disappear at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is removed. You are not being called to judge her because judgment closes the heart. Instead, you are being called to discern, which opens your eyes while keeping your spirit calm. Discernment allows you to step back gently without anger and to create space without causing harm. It is a quiet strength that does not need to prove anything to anyone. It simply knows when to stay and when to step away. This is the kind of strength God is building inside you right now. There is also something important you must understand about your own value in this situation. You carry a light that naturally attracts different kinds of people, including those who may not fully understand or respect your path. Your kindness, your patience, and your willingness to care can sometimes draw individuals who rely on your strength instead of building their own. This is why boundaries are not selfish, they are necessary. They protect the very qualities that make you who you are. Type yes to affirm. This moment in your life is not just about recognizing another person, it is also about recognizing yourself. You are beginning to see how much you have grown, how your spirit no longer feels comfortable in spaces that drain you, and how your heart desires peace more than anything else. This growth is not accidental. It is the result of God working quietly within you, shaping your thoughts, your emotions, and your responses. You are becoming more aligned with His presence, and that alignment is making certain connections feel out of place. There is a gentle shift happening inside you, and it is guiding you toward a different way of interacting with the world. You may find yourself speaking less, observing more, and choosing your energy carefully. This is not distance. It is maturity. It is the understanding that not every situation requires your full involvement, and not every person needs access to your inner world. God is teaching you how to move with intention, not just emotion. You might also feel a sense of sadness as this awareness grows. because letting go of closeness, even quietly, can feel heavy. That feeling is natural, and it shows that your heart is still soft and full of care. But alongside that sadness, there is also a quiet peace beginning to form. It is the peace that comes from knowing you are honoring what God is showing you. It is the peace of choosing alignment over comfort and truth over temporary ease. This woman's role in your life is not meaningless. She is part of a moment that is teaching you how to see clearly and act wisely. Every experience, even the challenging ones, carries a lesson that shapes your future. In this case, the lesson is about awareness, boundaries, and trusting your inner voice. These are gifts that will stay with you long after this situation has passed. You are not being asked to make sudden decisions or to act in haste. God's guidance is gentle, and it unfolds step by step. You are allowed to take your time, to observe, and to let understanding grow naturally. There is no pressure to explain yourself or to justify your feelings to anyone. What matters is that you remain connected to that quiet sense within you that knows what feels right. There is also a deeper layer to this warning that speaks to your future. As you continue to grow, you will encounter more situations where discernment is needed. This moment is preparing you for those times. It is teaching you how to stay grounded, how to listen, and how to trust what you feel, even when it is not easy. These lessons are building a strong foundation that will support you in every area of your life. God's presence in your life is not loud or forceful. It is steady, calm, and deeply reassuring. Even in moments where you feel uncertain, there is a quiet guidance leading you forward. You are not walking through this alone. Every step you take is being watched over, and every choice you make with sincerity is being supported. There is a protection around you that you may not always see, but it is always there. As you move forward, allow yourself to stay calm and centered. There is no need to carry fear or anxiety, because fear clouds understanding. Instead, carry awareness and peace. Let your actions come from a place of clarity, not reaction. When you feel unsure, take a step back and listen to your spirit. It will always guide you toward what is right for you. This is a moment of quiet transformation. You are learning, growing, and becoming more aligned with the path that God has prepared for you. Trust this process, even when it feels unfamiliar. Everything that is happening is leading you toward a place of greater peace, stronger boundaries, and deeper understanding. These patterns are not appearing to confuse you, but to guide you gently away from what does not serve your peace. This awareness is growing inside you like a quiet light that refuses to be ignored. You may have started to realize that certain interactions leave you feeling drained, even when nothing obvious has happened. This feeling is important, and it should not be dismissed as something small or unimportant. Your spirit recognizes what your mind is still trying to understand, and God is using that connection to protect you. There is no need to force explanations or search for clear proof, because not everything that affects you will be visible on the outside. Sometimes the truth is felt long before it is fully understood. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. There is also a sense that this situation has been repeating itself in subtle ways, as if you have been given more than one chance to notice what is happening. God often works through repetition when something important needs your attention. It is not punishment or pressure, but patience. He is giving you time to see clearly, to understand without confusion, and to respond with wisdom instead of emotion. You are not being rushed, because true understanding cannot be forced. It must grow naturally, and that is exactly what is happening within you now. This woman's presence carries a certain influence that affects your inner state, even when everything appears calm on the outside. You may have felt moments where your confidence slightly lowered, or your peace became unsettled without a clear reason. These shifts are not random, and they are not something you should ignore. God is showing you how important it is to protect your inner balance, because your peace is not something to be shared carelessly. It is something sacred that must be guarded with care. A powerful 7-second brainwave method, once stored inside classified files, is now reaching the public. Many people are calling it the 30-second miracle because of how quickly it can be done. According to researchers, it stimulates a dormant brain region linked to prosperity and opportunities. Thousands of users say it has already helped them attract wealth, live their dream life, and take luxury vacations around the world. If you are seeing this message, you arrived at the right moment, because the information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments to discover the technique before it disappears again. At the same time, you are being reminded to remain kind and composed in your actions. There is no need to react with harshness or distance in a way that creates tension. True strength is quiet, and it moves with calm understanding. You can create space without creating conflict, and you can step back without closing your heart completely. This balance is where your growth becomes visible, and it is where God's guidance becomes clear in your actions. Type 1919 to receive miracles. There is something powerful happening inside you that goes beyond this single situation. You are learning how to trust yourself in a deeper way, not the version of yourself that doubts or overthinks, but the part of you that feels truth instantly and clearly. This trust is not built overnight, and it is not given without reason. It is formed through moments like this, where you are asked to listen to what you feel instead of what you see. God is helping you strengthen that connection so that it becomes a reliable guide in every part of your life. You may also notice that your desire for peace has become stronger than your desire to keep certain connections unchanged. This is a sign of growth, not distance. It shows that you are beginning to value your inner calm more than temporary comfort. There was a time when you might have ignored these feelings just to avoid change, but now something inside you is different. You are no longer willing to trade your peace for the sake of keeping everything the same. This shift is important, and it marks the beginning of a new level in your journey. There is also a quiet protection surrounding you that you may not always recognize. Even when you feel uncertain, there are things being prevented from reaching you, and situations being softened before they can affect you deeply. God's protection does not always appear in obvious ways, but it is constant and steady. This moment of awareness is part of that protection. It is a gentle redirection, a way of guiding you without force, and a way of keeping you aligned with what is right for you. You are not losing anything by becoming more aware. Instead, you are gaining clarity, strength, and a deeper sense of direction. What may feel like distance is actually space being created for something better. God is not taking away what is good for you. He is only guiding you away from what could quietly harm your peace over time. This understanding will become clearer as you continue to move forward with calm confidence. There may be a part of you that still wants to hold on to how things used to feel, and that is completely natural. Change, even when it is necessary, can feel uncomfortable at first. But within that discomfort, there is also growth. You are stepping into a version of yourself that is more aware, more grounded, and more aligned with God's guidance. This version of you does not ignore what feels wrong, and it does not settle for what disturbs your peace. As you continue to observe and reflect, you will begin to notice that your clarity becomes stronger with time. What once felt uncertain will start to feel clear, and what once felt confusing will begin to make sense. This is the process of understanding unfolding within you. It does not happen all at once, but step by step, moment by moment. God is walking with you through each part of this, making sure you are never alone in your journey. There is no need to rush your actions or make sudden changes. Everything that needs to happen will unfold naturally as your understanding deepens. Trust the pace at which things are moving, because it is perfectly aligned with what you need right now. You are being guided gently, not pushed forcefully. This is how true growth happens, with patience, awareness, and quiet strength. You are becoming someone who listens deeply, sees clearly, and moves wisely. This transformation is not loud or dramatic, but it is powerful in its own way. It is shaping how you interact with the world, how you choose your connections, and how you protect your peace. These changes are lasting, and they will continue to guide you long after this moment has passed. Stay calm in your spirit and steady in your thoughts. You are not being led into confusion, but into clarity. Everything you are feeling has a purpose, and every step you take with awareness is bringing you closer to a place of greater peace. Trust that you are being guided in the right direction, even when the path feels unfamiliar. As this strength grows, you may begin to notice how your reactions are changing. Situations that once caused confusion or emotional discomfort no longer have the same effect on you. You are becoming more grounded, more centered, and more aware of what truly matters. This is not distance, and it is not coldness. It is clarity. It is the understanding that not everything deserves your energy, and not every situation requires your involvement. God is teaching you how to remain calm even when something feels unsettled. Type 1010 if you agree. There is also a quiet realization forming within you about the nature of certain connections in your life. You are beginning to see that some relationships are not meant to grow deeper, even if they started with a sense of closeness. This understanding is not meant to create sadness, but to bring peace. Not every connection is meant to last forever, and not every presence is meant to walk beside you in every season. God is helping you accept this truth without resistance, so that you can move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. This woman represents a moment of awakening in your life, a moment where you see clearly what your spirit has been trying to show you for some time. There may have been moments where you felt unsure, where you questioned your own feelings, and where you wondered if you were overthinking. But now, that uncertainty is slowly fading, and in its place, there is a quiet confidence that cannot be shaken easily. This confidence does not come from pride, but from alignment with truth. Type 222 to claim miracles. A little-known morning ritual that lasts only 7 seconds was once hidden in CIA documents. Now it is resurfacing, and people are already reporting sudden financial improvements. Backed by neuroscience, this simple practice may activate a hidden wealth center in the brain that most individuals never tap into. Many say it has already helped thousands attract wealth, live their dream life, and enjoy luxury vacations. If you found this message today, you may be among the few seeing it before it vanishes. Click the link in the description and comments to access the secret now. You are not being asked to remove kindness from your heart. You are being asked to use wisdom alongside it. Kindness without awareness can leave you vulnerable, but kindness guided by understanding becomes strength. This is the balance that God is teaching you now. You can remain gentle while still protecting your peace. You can care without allowing yourself to be affected in ways that disturb your inner calm. This is a powerful shift, and it is changing how you move through your life. There is also a sense that your environment is beginning to change in subtle ways. You may find yourself naturally creating distance, not out of fear, but out of clarity. You may speak less, observe more, and choose your interactions carefully. These changes are not forced. They are happening naturally because your awareness is guiding you. God is not asking you to make dramatic moves. He is guiding you toward quiet adjustments that bring lasting peace. You may also notice that your energy feels lighter when you are not closely involved in this situation. There is a sense of relief, even if it is small at first. This feeling is important because it shows you what alignment feels like. It is not heavy or confusing. It is calm, steady, and clear. This is the direction God is leading you toward, a place where your peace is not disturbed by hidden tension or unspoken discomfort. There is no need to hold on to what feels uncertain. You are allowed to move toward what feels right for your spirit, even if it means stepping away from what once felt familiar. Familiarity does not always mean alignment, and comfort does not always mean truth. God is helping you see beyond what is comfortable and into what is right for you. This shift may feel unfamiliar at first, but it is leading you towards something better. At the same time, you are being reminded to stay calm in your thoughts. Overthinking will only cloud the clarity that is already forming within you. You do not need to analyze every detail or search for answers in every moment. What you need to know is already being shown to you in simple and clear ways. Trust that clarity and allow it to guide you without resistance. This is where peace begins to settle deeply within you. There is also a deeper understanding growing about your own worth. You are beginning to see that you deserve to be in spaces where your peace is not disturbed, where your presence is valued, and where your spirit feels at ease. This understanding is not coming from comparison or judgment, but from a quiet recognition of who you are becoming. God is helping you see yourself more clearly, and that clarity is changing how you choose your connections. You are not being separated from anything that is truly meant for you. What is meant to stay will remain, and what is not aligned will naturally fall away. This process is not something to fear, it is something to trust. Every step you take in alignment with your peace is bringing you closer to the life that God has prepared for you. There is nothing being taken from you that you truly need. Instead, you are being guided toward what will strengthen you. As you continue to move forward, there will be moments where your clarity becomes even stronger. You will begin to see things without confusion, and your decisions will feel natural instead of forced. This is the result of trusting your inner guidance. It is not something that happens all at once, but it grows steadily over time. God is walking with you through each step, making sure you are never alone in your understanding. You are also learning that silence can be powerful. You do not need to explain every change or justify every feeling. Your peace does not require approval from others. It only requires your commitment to protect it. This is a quiet strength that does not need recognition because it is rooted in truth. As you embrace this strength, you will find that your life begins to feel more stable and more aligned. There is a sense of calm that is settling over your journey, and it is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Even if there are moments of uncertainty, they do not last, because your awareness brings you back to clarity. This is the balance you are learning, to feel without being overwhelmed, and to observe without losing your peace. These are skills that will guide you in every area of your life. You are becoming more connected to God's presence in a way that feels natural and steady. It is not something you have to search for, because it is already within you. This connection is guiding your thoughts, your actions, and your choices. It is helping you move through situations with calm understanding instead of confusion. This is a gift, and it is growing stronger with each step you take. Stay grounded in what you feel and trust the direction you are being led. There is no need to rush or force anything. Everything that needs to unfold will do so at the right time. Your role is to remain aware, to stay calm, and to trust what God is showing you. This is how you move forward with peace and clarity. You may have started to notice that you no longer feel the need to explain yourself or defend your feelings. There is a quiet assurance within you that tells you that what you feel is valid, even if others do not understand it. This is not pride, it is alignment. It is the result of trusting the guidance that God is placing inside your heart. You are no longer looking outside for confirmation, because you are beginning to recognize that the clarity you need is already within you. Type 777 if you trust Jesus. A rare 7-second brainwave ritual that was once buried in classified research is now returning to public view. Reports claim it can trigger a hidden switch in the brain associated with abundance and opportunity. The practice takes almost no time, yet it may unlock mental pathways that draw prosperity naturally. People who have discovered it say it has already helped thousands attract wealth, live their dream life, and travel on luxury vacations. If this message reached you today, it may be for a reason, because the page could disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments to see it before it is removed. This stage of your journey is teaching you the value of stillness. Not every situation needs a response, and not every feeling needs to be expressed immediately. Sometimes the most powerful action is to remain calm, to observe, and to allow things to unfold naturally. You are being guided into a place where your reactions are no longer driven by emotion alone, but by understanding. This shift is protecting your peace in ways that you may not fully realize yet. There is also a deeper awareness forming about how your energy interacts with others. You are beginning to feel more clearly when something is aligned and when something is not. This awareness is not something you need to question or doubt. It is a gift that is growing stronger because you are paying attention to it. God is helping you refine this sensitivity so that it becomes a reliable guide in your life. Type yes to affirm. You may also feel a sense of quiet distance forming between you and this woman, and it is happening naturally, without force. This is not something you need to control or manage. It is simply the result of your growing awareness and your desire for peace. When your spirit no longer feels comfortable in a certain connection, distance often follows naturally. This is not rejection, it is realignment. It is the process of moving toward what feels right for your soul. There is no need to feel guilty for creating this space. You are not responsible for carrying what does not belong to you. You are not meant to absorb the weight of someone else's presence if it disturbs your inner calm. God is reminding you that your peace is important and that protecting it is part of your spiritual growth. This understanding is helping you move forward without hesitation or doubt. At the same time, you are learning to remain kind and respectful in your actions.